So, we have to somehow defend Nate by proving a higher power caused his stupidity? I think we can do this.
Excuse me, Your Honor, Judge?
Yes.
I would like to take over for the accused.
All defendants are entitled to a lawyer, are they not? I will be their lawyer.
Oh, really? Why not? Being the judge, I'm all for a fair trial. No one should be able to say, I sentenced them to death unjustly.
I don't know if I want to be represented by her.
Shut up, Nate. The accused is only allowed to talk when their lawyer tells them to.
Is that how it works?
Well, what do you have to say in their defense?
Prove it, imbecile, Your Honor.
Proven imbecile, Your Honor.
Uh-huh.
He is not compos mentis.
Oi!
He tried to steal from me. That's really bordering on madness.
And his IQ lies somewhere between that of a jelly glowfish and a cave troll.
Ha! I am not an imbecile, and I'm much smarter than a glow jellyfish.
He stole the Mary without any idea of how to fly an
It's
airship.
all coming together.
And did he not promptly crash in the Northlands?
I didn't. You're both really enjoying this, aren't you?
The court acknowledges that he's an idiot. But that ain't enough to lessen the punishment.
There's a lot of
Granted,
stoned
but I would
idiots
like
on this
idiot
island.
to be highlighted in the records.
Sustained.
You... Ow.
What else have you got?
Well, Your Honor, he is bad through and through.
The deeds he's accused of are grave. But just like one can't accuse a troll of being insolent and smelly, one can't accuse Nate of objectionable behavior and being smelly.
Hey!
He's just of bad character through and through.
Can you give examples? For the objectionable behavior, I mean. The bad smell is quite obvious.
Making advances towards women and promises of a life together and then leaving her without so much as a word.
Get over it, Ivo.
In the middle of the night.
Certainly not sensitive, but in his defense, he is a pirate.
Man makes a point.
What else do you have?
A higher power. Yeah, here we go.
He is not responsible for his actions. He's being controlled by a higher power.
Oh, the voodoo doll defense.
Not at all. There is a higher power which controls him and all of us, I think.
Oh, yes.
Indeed. Behold the water jug.
Move jar?
Nah, that was the way.
Wait, how did I do that?
No, that was the higher power.
If
Oh,
so,
shut
then
up,
it could
'cause
get
it's
that
me?
coconut down from that tree.
Oh my god, this game.
That is impossible.
Indeed.
I'm the higher power. That's really cute.
You, turn around. Now go ask your higher power how many fingers I'm holding up.
3.
It is
This is
3
amazing.
fingers.
That's witchcraft. Someone's watching me. They want to control me. And they want to drive me crazy.
And 4th wall
But they
broken.
won't get me.
The monkey's like, don't you do it! Don't you do it!
How did you do that?
I don't know.
You're welcome.
You mean there really is a higher power controlling everything?
That can't be. Oh, higher power! If you are really there, make a green unicorn appear. See? Just a figment of imagination.
All right then, release me.
All right, let's get the key.
Come on, Critter, we're going.
Don't I even get a thank you?
I didn't ask for your help, and we would have managed fine on our own. Isn't that right, buddy? You see?
You're right. I should have just left you there.
I could have just left you to rot in the stocks.
Maybe you should have. You're good at betraying your friends.
I have not betrayed anyone.
Critter, can you tell that person that the proof of her infidelity is clear enough for anyone to see?
Critter, tell this excuse of a pirate that I was not unfaithful to him. Even if I'd wanted to, I couldn't have been unfaithful to him.
Poor Critter.
He left me.
Look at him.
Critter, tell her that I won't listen to this any longer.
Poor Critter.
Nate, it's about the Archmage and Wilbur.
What? What about them?
The Archmage has been cursed and Wilbur's wanted for murder.
That's nonsense. That little guy wouldn't hurt a fly.
We have to help them.
I can't. I can drop you off in Elfborough if you like.
That would be a start. The spark of life is there. My father has it.
Yeah. Let's just go.
Are you sure you'll be able to find the elf burrow?
Critter gets it! Ah, you guys!
Right, someone's gonna have to go up to my father and ask him for the spark of life. Then we have to head off to find Lorem Ipsum. Hello?
I'm not going to help. That's your problem.
Well, I'm not over the moon about it either, but the Oracle did say that I needed friends in order to overcome the challenges that lie ahead of me.
Then I suggest you look for some. Farewell.
Nate?
But you have to help me. I can't possibly meet Mother in this state. The gods only know what she'd do to me.
And quite rightly, too.
Oh yeah? Then why don't you tell him yourself that you're going to desert him?
The frog?
That's Archmage Alistair. Didn't you listen to anything I said? And what about Wilbur?
I'm sorry. I can't. Oi, Critter! Come on! Just look what she's done. Critter!
Don't worry, Nate. I know you'll Han Solo this thing. Come back and save the day, I believe.
Critter! I knew that you wouldn't desert me. And that's good. Mother must under no circumstances see me like this.
Cue Mom. Yep.
I was informed of your arrival, Ivo.
Yep. Well, that's the Elfborough. Time to go, Critter.
Well, Critter, now you've seen everything again just like you wanted to. Let's go.
What is the matter with you? Why don't you turn around?
Well, gotta go.
Oh, sorry. I really must go. See you soon, Mother.
Go? With that pirate, I told him to keep away from you.
I knew
did
it. I
what?
knew it.
What have you?
Well, I can explain.
Not necessary.
I knew Mama was up to no good. I knew it.
Helping her? Why should I? Just turns up and what the hell is taking so long? Critter, come on, it's time to go.
Oh, look. Hey, you.
Ivo's hippogriff doesn't seem very happy. Perhaps she's missing her rider. Or she's just hungry. Or both. Go over into the garden. There are plants and fruit there if you're hungry. Don't fancy greens, huh? Go over into the garden.
All right.
Don't fancy greens,
I just want to hear
huh?
that again. Anything else that we can mess with? Look at the cannon.
The last time I used this thing, I blew a bounty hunter out of the sky. Nonetheless, Critter and I prefer to avoid a fight if we can and rely on our brains and good looks.
So far, not working very well.
When the Mary belonged to the Red Pirate, he didn't just use her for pleasure trips. They did some work now and again, as this cage proves. One of my goals in life is to never be a prisoner in my own cage again.
Okay.
Some gnome engineers wanted to fine-tune Mary in appreciation of our victory against Mortroga. But Mary doesn't like gadgets, and I'm happy with her the way she is. When I first got the Mary, I understood absolutely nothing about her mechanics.
I still don't.
Now I understand at least twice as much.
Lol, lol, lol. Okay, look at the rope.
The Mary tried to teach me some knots. I think she likes passing on her knowledge to me. She said she'll try and teach pigs to fly next.
Oh, can I just keep the rope? Oh, it wants me to, oh, all right. Let's go back over here and, oh, look at the elf burrow, okay.
The elf burrow is one of the most beautiful spots imaginable. But a golden prison is still a prison. The elf burrow is one of the most golden prison.
Look at the wheel.
As soon as I've picked up Critter, I'm out of here. Perhaps we'll fly to... whatever. We're free. We can fly to wherever we want.
What do we got? Wood plank.
The Mary was damaged recently, and I want to repair her. When I say recently, I mean about 2 years ago. But in my defense, I had to save the world in the meantime.
So take the wood plank?
I'll start the repairs tomorrow. But what can you do if there's a better use for the plank?
I don't know. I want to know where you're putting that. I guess look at the wheel again.
As soon as I've picked
all
up,
right.
Perhaps...
So we just go to town?
Critter, what have you done now?
Evil.
Ivo's mother? Oh. Come on, let's get you out of there first.
How do we do that?
All right. Darn elven magic. Yes, I'll get help. Wait here.
Let's start over this area. Nothing. Nothing, a whole bunch of nothing. Ooh, look at the flowers.
I've never been very interested in plants, but there are things in this garden I've never seen anywhere else. Those two plants there, for example, it looks as though they're strangling one another.
No, they're in love. The plants, they're hugging. Nate, you Neanderthal.
Critter attacked this beehive one night. He claims to this day that it was the sweetest triumph of his life. But it was 3 days before the swelling from the bee stings went down.
You think I can use it? No. Okay. Oh. Ball of string.
No trace of arbor, but he left this ball of string lying here. Perhaps he was going to tie up bushes with it or something.
Sure, can I use that?
Shorty won't mind, I think.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, there's nothing else over here to actually interact with, so back we go. So there's captured Critter.
Damn elven magic.
Damn, elven
Hey, Critter,
magic.
can't you somehow slip out of there? You can usually squeeze through most gaps.
Look at his face.
The thorns, I see.
Oh, Critter, you're so cute. Enter the library. I can't sneak into Ivo's room. Look at the weeping willow.
That's strange. When I was here last, that tree looked a lot happier.
How can I make it happier? I can't. Look at the reeds.
We waited for ages until Ivo's mother finally left the palace. Then it was pool time.
Yeah.
Critter and me cannonballed in from the balcony. Ivo was torn between outrage and laughter. People say the water has a healing effect. Perhaps I should take 1 or 2 barrels of it with me and sell it.
What is over here? Go to the throne room. Let's go into the library first. Well, there's my Buster sword. Can I take that?
According to Ivo, these are swords belonging to some of those who have tried to conquer the woodland realm. Nowadays, everyone knows it's better not to pick a fight with elves.
Yeah, Cloud, you asshole. Can I turn the sword stand and see other swords? Nerd knowledge, go! Is that supposed to be Sting? There's a Minecraft sword. And... is that He-Man's sword? That son of a bitch. Alright, well, we all know they died.
I nearly got arrested once because of a flower like that. I didn't know why they're forbidden almost everywhere, until I heard someone playing one for the first time.
Had a soccer match. I'm sorry, football. Top hat.
The king and queen keep gifts given to them by delegations from far-off lands in this room. Some of them are rather bizarre.
Dare we say, mad?
The top hat might have been a present from a kobold delegation, although it's a bit too big for that. The top hat...
Alright. Anything else? Look at books. Maybe that'll help. Ooh, I wish I could talk to this guy again and figure out
During
why
my time
she's
here,
pregnant.
I sat in this library many times enjoying a good book. Not.
Did you just not joke me, Nate?
During my time here, I sat in this library many times enjoying a good book. Not.
I wonder if he could do like a thing where instead of not, he says Nate. I enjoyed many a good book. Nate. That's like his thing. That's why Ivo left him. Oh, Ivo, I'm totally down for commitment. Nate. I promise I'll go save Wilbur and stuff after I get Critter. Nate. See, it's just as annoying as you think it would be.
Critter claims he doesn't know Ollie, but the family resemblance can't be denied. I've only had dealings with a dragon once. The dear thing wasn't really all there, and completely harmless.
Alright, I guess we can go up to Ivo's room.
I'll have to be careful. If the queen catches me, there'll be no leniency.
I couldn't allow him to propose to you. What sort of life would you have? You'd have lost him so soon, maybe just 50 years after marrying him. Or were you planning to go into the world with him and get old just like him? That would be terrible, and I told him as much. If one truly loves someone, then it's sometimes better to let them go. You know that I can be very convincing. The human spirit is weak. And perhaps there was a tiny bit of magic involved too. If only I'd known that it was already too late.
Poor Nate. Poor Nate. He was just in love.
That darn witch. It all sounded so right. I was already across the sea when it became clear to me that I might have made the biggest mistake of my life. No wonder Ivo hates me. Her mother must never have told her what happened, or she blamed me for everything.
I guess we're going back outside? What am I missing? Oh, hold on. Look at the reeds.
At school, I had a teacher who hit us across the fingers with something like that when we were naughty. I stayed the full 2 weeks nonetheless. Education is the key to success.
Full 2 weeks? Great. So now I have a reed again. Can I combine the reed with the string?
A fishing rod? Nah,
Damn
too
it.
obvious.
We could do that again. Maybe get a hat this time. Heavy wooden plank with reed? With string? Crap. Thin reed with critter? No. String with critter? No. Damn it. Well, there's only one way to go, and that's in this door. Hopefully Mom is too busy. Ooh, hey, Dad. All right, hold on. Let's give this place the old once-over. Look at the desk. Look at the Moonwell. Let's do desk.
The Queen must have ordered the sentries to let the Mary pass. So long as she doesn't give any orders to the contrary, we should be able to enter and leave the Woodland Realm at any time.
Okay.
I think Ivo has never really got on with her mother, but she has always respected her. Her mother is very hardworking, very conscientious, very clever, but I think Ivo would have liked a bit more affection and warmth from her. When your girlfriend's mother is an elf priestess, and you want to make a good impression, you shouldn't call this a swimming pool in front of her. But I meant it in a good way. I even invited her and Ivo's father to join us.
I mean, she's still pretty hot. A bikini would have been nice.
I had to listen to a quite long and, to be honest, slightly hostile lecture about this being a holy moon well. But what if your sweaty feet are longing for a cool down after a long day? What do you do then? My good arguments were ignored.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, Moonwells are probably going to make your feet fungi-free. Look at the Woodland Realm, sure.
I don't know if I'd have been happy here with Ivo. His place is beautiful, of course, but nothing changes, or only unbelievably slowly. And who would want to live in his parents-in-law's house where time practically stands still?
Man's got a point.
One day, Ivo's child will rule over all of this. I'll be long dead by then. It might have never heard of me.
All right, Dad.
Bob
King
is
Dad.
still sitting where I left him months ago.
King Bob Dad.
Of course, he's not really called Bob, but his elven name is too complicated and long to remember. And he likes Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Nate, my boy. What are you doing here?
Well, Ivo's back.
I rescued Ivo from Tugator, the flying pirate island, and brought her back here, more or less.
Oh, so you're getting on well again.
It's too late for that. Trust me.
It is never too late for that. Trust me.
Man's wise. I told you way back when. Smartest guy in this entire game.
Your wife has hexed Ivo and imprisoned Critter. I'll free both of them, and
I would counsel you to patience, my impetuous friend. What has happened?
the Queen found Ivo in the garden. She's pregnant. Did you know that?
I hope that you are speaking of Ivo and not my wife.
Yucca.
Of course I knew.
She's put Ivo into a kind of deep sleep.
Theodora knows wise decisions take time. It isn't a simple sleep. It's a kind of time out. For Ivo, time is standing still until her mother brings her back.
And when will that be?
As soon as she knows how she's going to deal with the situation. That could take months, or even years.
I don't really have that time.
Years? She's got no right to do that. We have to bring Ivo back.
Just like the polecat butters the bread of the barn owl.
Say what now? How can I wake her up?
How can we wake Ivo up?
Without the help of her mother, impossible.
Then we'll have to force her. She can't keep Ivo imprisoned against her will.
You won't have any luck. Fiora will defend her daughter. She thinks she's doing the right thing. But if you can make her see that she was not acting in Ivo's best interests, then I'm sure she would let her go.
Well, how do I do that?
I should talk to her?
Oh, Lord.
You'd be dead before you'd stuttered out your first sentence.
Hey!
Well, the Queen never told Ivo what happened, did she?
I eavesdropped on the Queen. She never told Ivo what happened, right?
What happened? You just disappeared one night.
It was all your wife's fault. She hexed me. I was going to propose to Ivo. The Queen intercepted me and whispered something in my ear.
Her words would have just washed over you had they not found something which they were able to catch hold of.
I thought long and hard about whether I should propose to Ivo. I loved her, but I also loved my freedom.
Gods and the wise call that getting cold feet.
Smartest man in the
So
game.
she could manipulate me because of my feet?
She magnified your doubts and let you lose sight of what was really important, your love for Ivo.
But I didn't want her to have to watch me die. And I certainly didn't want her to come with me out into the world and grow old and die herself.
Would it have not been up to my daughter what sacrifices she would be willing to make for you? She is, after all, the more intelligent one.
I wanted to find a way to become immortal for Ivo.
After I left the Elfborough, my head still told me I'd done the right thing. I wouldn't condemn Ivo to a life with me, and a goodbye would have been too painful for both of us.
But your heart told you that you were a fool.
Later, I thought I'd found a solution. I'd find a way to live forever. Then I could marry Ivo and we'd never be separated.
Your heart was right. You are a fool.
So, yeah, there are problems. Alistair's a frog.
Well, Archmage Alistair's been turned into a frog. By a certain Van Buren, some little brat who's running through Seastone and transforming everything.
A little girl transformed the Archmage?
Yes. No idea how she managed it. Ivo said something about Wilbur's wand. And he's in the Dark Woods looking for a book that explains how it can be destroyed. In the meantime, Ivo wanted to organize a few things needed to bring the Archmage back.
What sort of things?
Some book from Lorem Ipsum.
The Book of the Dead?
Yep, that was the one. Then we need a compass that belongs to the Red Pirate, and something called the Spark of Life. That's why she came back here.
I see. It's crucial we turn Alistair back quickly. He might have answers.
Answers? But what are the questions? We need Alistair.
Answers? To which questions?
Something is stirring. A great evil. I have felt it for a while now.
The little brat with the wand?
No. Something older, greater, and a great danger for you, for Ivo, for everyone.
That doesn't sound good. But I wouldn't even know where to start. Ivo didn't tell me very much. Or perhaps I didn't listen.
I have the spark of life here. I will give it to my daughter as soon as she wakes.
So we need to wake her up.
I can't help you with the compass, though. But I saw the lost city of Lorem Ipsum with my own eyes, long ago.
So you can help with that. So where is that?
If I were to look for Lorem Ipsum, where would I find the ruins of the city?
Under the sands of the Umzu Desert.
Oh, really? Could you be a bit more precise? The desert's pretty big.
I can't remember the exact location. I set out from the Bremen oasis, went into the desert, and just followed my nose.
He's like Toucan Sam.
After a few days, I saw the golden roofs of the town glinting in the sun as it set behind them.
So Lorem Ipsum is west of Bremen. But how far into the desert? How many days did you walk, and how quickly?
It was 3,500 years ago. What did you do last Thursday?
Point made.
West of Bremen. That's a start.
Okay. So, Ivo's pregnant?
Ivo seems to have coped well with me leaving her. Seems to have been in a rush to find herself an elven prince.
No, she didn't take it well. She was hurt and disappointed. And no, she didn't throw herself around the neck of any elf prince.
I don't even want to know. I'd always loved her, but it seemed to have been quite one-sided.
What about Critter?
Your wife trapped Critter in the garden. Some thorny tendrils grew out of the ground, imprisoning him.
Oh, an old trick that all priests have up their sleeve.
So novices couldn't sneak out of rituals early, eh?
But the tendrils are very ticklish, especially under the arm.
Wait, the tendrils' arms or Critter's arms? Do tendrils have
All right,
arms?
then. Take care, Bob. I'll see what I can do to help Ivo and Alistair. Or, if I can.
I see a man with a mission of great importance that he would like to complete.
Like? All that work? All that danger? The stress? You've got the same attitudes towards stress as I have.
I can see through you, Nate. You made your decision long ago. You just haven't realized it. To do good. Be part of something bigger. Help others. We all need goals in our lives. And the greater the goal, the greater the reward.
I don't know what you're talking about, old man.
I do. Best dad, infinity.
UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from the future. UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from the future. Hello there, old sport. Me just got the number one out of the plan. The bee's knees, the tip-top shape, I'm swell shape, and I can make a fortune for my ass for more. Shut the balls up! UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from. Shut the balls up! UFO Commander, we are the future. We're gonna take you to the future. Then we're gonna get to the future, where everyone talks like they're from. Shut the balls up! Give me that! No! No! No!